All right, have a possible manatee sighting out here. I can't hear, and this guy came running, and I can see a dark blot in the water. But we're about to figure it out. Shit, I lost it. Where's he at? Can you see him? Okay. Wow, this is my first manatee. Totally a bucket list event, and we're right by my house, practically in the backyard. I am super stoked. I wanted to swim with one of these gentle beasts for such a long time. Look at the algae growth all over it. Manatees lack a collarbone. They have 6 cervical vertebrae, while most mammals have 7, including giraffes. And because of this, manatees are unable to move their head sideways and must move their body, as you're seeing here, to change their field of vision. This one appears to be curious about me. Now, if you look closely on the manatee's forelimbs, you will see its vestigial nails. These vestigial nails are not claws, but a characteristic showing evolutionary relationships with elephants. Manatees are shy, docile, fully aquatic herbivorous mammals that inhabit coastal marine waters, marine wetlands, swamps, rivers, estuaries, and shallower areas. Manatees are mammals, so they produce milk, and they are warm-blooded. Manatees grow 9 to 13 feet and usually weigh between 5 and 1,100 pounds. A record-sized specimen measuring 15 feet was recorded that weighed just over 3,600 pounds. Well, I suppose the manatees had enough interaction with me and it's decided to head on out. Note its spindle-shaped body, a design meant to reduce drag in the water. Have a look at the manatee's horizontally compressed paddle that it uses to push through the water and steer. That is just too cool. This one is really on the move. Manatees possess the ability to swim up to 15 miles per hour, but typically swim 5 miles per hour or slower. This specimen is a Florida manatee, a subspecies of the North American manatee. The other subspecies is the Caribbean or Antillean manatee. To explain the Florida manatee further, here's a rundown on their classification. Note the order Sirenia. Sirenia is made up of 2 families, Trichichidae and Digongidae. The representatives of Trichichidae are Trichechis, the manatees, and the representatives of Digongidae are the dugong and the extinct stellar sea cow. The genus Trichechis has 3 species. The 3 species of manatee are the West African manatee, Trichechis senegalensis, the Amazonian manatee, Trichechis inunguis, which is also the smallest manatee and lacks a vestigial nail. And then there's finally the North American manatee, Trichechis manatus. The North American manatee has 2 subspecific populations that slightly differ from one another genetically and morphologically. The Caribbean manatee, Trichechus manatus manatus, is the dominant race. The Florida manatee, Trichechus manatus laterostris, is an offshoot. The barrier of distance forces isolation of each group, thus their genetics are not shared through breeding. Each group's independence receives recognition. Note their order, Sirenia. Sirenia references sirens derived from Greek folklore legend. Sirens were believed to be a creature that lured ships to their demise amongst rocks with their beautiful songs. The order Sirenia is made up of 3 species of manatee and the dugong. Manatees spend the day foraging on many different types of vegetation, but seagrass seems to be their favorite. They consume 5 to 10% of their own body weight each day, using their prehensile snout and powerful lips to yank the plants up and gobble them down. There are reports of manatees taking jellyfish and birds as well. To breathe, manatees may use their paddle to stand, so to speak, in the water column, positioning their nostrils above the water. Manatees can hold their breath for up to 20 minutes. During the winter months, cooler temperatures drive the manatees into shallower areas seeking warmer water. Manatees do appear pudgy, but they only have a thin layer of blubber that insulates them. To offset buoyancy problems from their blubber, manatees have heavy bones. Their rib bones, for example, are solid and lack marrow. Manatees also offset buoyancy by farting. That's right, that wasn't a joke earlier. Well, it was, but it is true. Manatees do in fact fart to control their buoyancy, and it looks like I got a shot of one earlier. Thank you for taking the time to learn about manatees. I hope you enjoyed the video. Manatees Part 2 is coming soon. Please subscribe for the next video coming soon. Please share this video. Thank you.